We will wait for 2 more minutes and we will start our space tonight. Okay, guys, we are not waiting for others and we are starting our space tonight. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Sunnex Space MPP, the building ambassador for Sunnex. So, memory chips were the week. SK Hynix listed on Nasdaq last Friday. IPO price 149 USD. First day close 168 USD. The Monday so shares crashed 15%, triggered a circuit breaker. Everyone thought it was over. Tuesday, ADR bounced 15% to 194 USD. And yesterday it pulled back to around 176. In 1 week, crash, bounce, chop. What is this market pricing? Tonight, I've got some new friends with me, Francis and Marcus, and other guests. They're not coming, but I think they may come in later. Let's talk about it. So, have a quick introduction about our platform. Sunnex is a decentralized multi-asset trading platforms. We do 24/7 perpetual on TradeFi, on crypto, and also on the gold, oil, and more. I posted a tutorial on Twitter if you want to check it out. So, at the very beginning, let's go to our first session, the introduction of our guests. Hi, Marcus. Could you please introduce yourself first?
Thank you so much, VP Sonas. Gian, everybody. I'm Marcos and I'm Nigerian. I've been working for Sonas, the HTX Nova Plus, and Polonis. I'm glad to be on this space tonight and I'm willing to contribute massively to whatever is going on here. Thank you so much for having me. I hope everybody's doing well. Wherever they are. Thank you so much, VP Sonas, for the opportunity to be here. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus, having you here. And I want to hear from Francis. Hi, Francis. Could you introduce yourself here?
All right. It's a privilege to be among Sonex team as an ambassador. And looking through my page, you can see that I'm an electronical contributor, which is also an ambassador. So I actually love everything about the Tron ecosystem. And recently I came across the Sonex decks, and it's really been interesting lately. So I'm enjoying every single bit of it. And I'll be glad to contribute more as we move on. And the good part of it all is the space is being recorded. So I don't think I will really need to stay more and wait for people to come around because they will always come back to the space to listen to it. So in summary, I'm just an ambassador of Tron Coaster.
Hi, Francis. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, you are also from Nigeria. I found we've got a lot of friends in Nova Plan. They are from Nigeria also. So, Marcus, where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria too.
Oh, nice hearing that. We've got a lot of Nigerian friends. So, most of you in Nigeria also like trade in crypto, and they most of them have crypto assets in their pocket. Hi, Francis.
Yeah, yeah. Taking it up from there, actually, a lot of Nigerians are into crypto because crypto gives you exposure to the world at large. So you don't just get limited by your fiat currency. So a lot of Nigerians are enthusiastic about crypto, and it's a very wide community, and we took it upon ourselves to make crypto adoption more global, especially by onboarding the
Can
mass
you
number.
use your crypto asset to like eating in the restaurant or like buy things in shopping mall?
Absolutely, not really widely, but the rate at which we spent crypto in the few years back cannot be compared to what we have these days. The adoption is really increasing, even though it has not gotten to the level we are looking at. But we are seeing the future of crypto adoption to be something that will be more higher in the nearby future in Nigeria. So it's a step at a time. We'll get higher from where we are today. So the summary of to answer your question is crypto assets are being spent everywhere in Nigeria, but not to be compared to what you guys have out there.
Wow, interesting. I think I will go to Nigeria one day with my with my HTX, with my TRX, with my son. Okay.
Definitely, you're always welcome.
Thank you for joining, everyone. Let's get into the first question. So, as you all know, SK Hynix ADR went crazy right after the listing. So Q2 guidance came in below consensus and the market flash crashed. Do you think this is an overreaction to disappointing earnings or a warning sign that the memory supercycle has peaked? Francis, what's your take?
Well, thank you so much for that wonderful question, PP. For me, I think this is primarily an overreaction, driven by the post-listing profit taking. So it is just normal. And I don't think the markets of this has been picked because whenever a token is being listed, definitely investors will always like to, take their profits or at least secure some of their capital. So for me, I don't think the market has actually picked because we are still very early. So if I were to like summarize it all, I would actually say that the swing and sell offs are typically of high flying, but then it doesn't really mean that it's going to go or back to where it's coming from. Definitely after the correction, things will probably get more bullish as time goes on. So if you have been around crypto for a while, you will know that this is actually how this space plays out. So there are still better opportunities for it for the SK Hynix, in my own opinion, though.
Did you buy the stock? The MU or SK Hynix or something else? Did you buy them?
Unfortunately, I didn't actually get it. I was still, watching the chart, and it's the level of its volatility is like letting me, look out for the confirmation because from sometimes when you see a bottom, there might be other bottoms below it, and some of my friends are, we've been sharing ideas about them. I would like kind of encouraging them. You don't need to like get into it with all your liquidity, because the market is volatile at the moment, and the overall trend in the entire crypto space is still bearish. So even if for those that would like to like go into it, I would advise to go in with some part of your liquidity that you can spare. And if you could see more deep, you could, like, getting more of it, so that once the market revives, you'll be on the better side. So for me, I have not gotten, and I'm still waiting for my confirmation to like ape in with some of my portfolio that I would be willing to invest. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your thought and your experience. It's really helpful. Thank you so much. And I found we've got a new guest, Dora. Hi, Dora. Do you want to share something about yourself? Dora, you are now in the speaker side. Hi, Dora.
Hey, what's up, PP? Um,
Nice
yeah,
having you here. Do you want to introduce yourself?
yeah. Could you just give me like a few minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes? I'll be right back. So I just want to finish up something.
Okay, sure. Maybe later.
Just 3 minutes, I'll be back.
Okay, never mind. We move on to next question. Like, after this sharp plunge, when is a good time to buy the dip? After the crash, what signal would tell you it's time to get in? Technical support holding or a fundamental data inflection point? Marcus, do you want to share your thought?
Okay, thank you so much for a wonderful question. Considering when to, bottom fish or buy the dip after a sharp launch. To answer this question straight up, I would actually say that the best time to buy isn't when the stock is down the most. It's when the market has finished pricing the risk. Many people try to catch the exact bottom, but history actually shows that institutional investors usually make their biggest returns by buying during the stabilization phase, not panic phase. So let's take for example the semiconductor sell-off in 2022. Many investors rushed in after the first 20 to 30% drop, only to watch prices fall further. But the smarter money waited for signs that earnings expectation had stopped deteriorating and inventory conditions were improving. So, for my take, I think these are the three signals I have to look out for before bottom fishing. I say first, earnings downgrade starts slowing. Secondly, management guidance becomes less negative. And the third is actually the most important. And this is when the stock stops making new lows or dips despite bad news. So when bad news keeps coming but the stock refuses to fall further, it often signals that sellers are exhausted and future risks are already priced in. So instead of asking, has the stock fallen enough, you should actually be asking, has the market finished adjusting to new reality? So I think that's usually where the better risk reward opportunity appears. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcus, for your sharing. And at the same time, I also want to hear from Francis about this question. Francis, do you have any different thought, or you are agree with Marcus?
Yeah, thank you so much, Chippy, for that lovely question. I think Marcus has really done justice to the question, because the only thing I wanted to chip in was the last sentences he made. Whenever I get in fields or bad negative news about a stock, and then the prices are not concurring to that negativity, it's actually a bullish sign for you to go into it. So I totally agree with him. He's absolutely right about the reward the risk ratios. So thank you so much.
Do you have any more thought on this? What signal do you think is the time to get in, or do you think the fund in cryptos a flow to crypto side, and later we'll come back to the chip side?
Well, there's actually no perfect time to enter. The thing is, as long as you're in the space, if you are not, investing in any aspects, you're definitely not going to meet the bulls when it comes. So, um, being able to risk what you can afford to lose is just the best thing. But then, I don't really think I have so much more to, say to that particular aspect. But then, I absolutely agree with what Marcus said earlier on. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry for interrupting, but I think there's also something important. Actually, need to chip in again. It's actually a good strategy not to go all in when you're buying the dip or when you think you're bottom fishing. You need to take it step by step because prices cannot be stable all the time. So it's a very good strategy to go in bit by bit than to just plunge in or whatever you got immediately. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus. Thanks for the supplementary. And Mufasa is here. Hi, Mufasa. Can you hear us, Mufasa? I found you are at the speaker side now. Okay, never mind. Maybe we move to the next question. I think he may get some issue or something. I don't know, but later we ask him. Let's come to the third question. For investors who want to play the AI memory cycle but cannot stomach 15% daily volatility, are two-way trading and flexible position sizing in TradeFi perpetuals more suitable than spot stocks, leveraged ETFs? This question I want to ask Marcus. What's your stance? Hi, Marcus. Can you hear me? Hi, Marcus. Francis, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, fine. So do you have any other thought on this topic that you wanna?
What do you mean, the topic in general or your last question?
Yeah, just whatever you want. You want to share, like about this broad topic.
All right. Thank you so much. For me, I could say the memory sector crisis is just natural. It's things that happens in the space, and for me, I think it's definitely something that we'll be needing in the space, just like in the AI in general. These are things that we use on daily basis. The rate at which we use AI previously, no way compared to what we have now. So the demand for AI is gradually increasing. So definitely, AI working without memory wouldn't make anything more better. So as long as there will be demand for AI, there's definitely going to be a need for memory, which will equally help the AI to improve in its productivity, thereby making us the users earn more from it. So I think the whole thing about the memory is still very early, and the crash is just a normal correction, which will definitely, get better over time. Thank you.
Do you use AI to create your own content or like AI to create the picture or videos?
Actually,
Have
yes, to an extent.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. You
then
can continue.
AI doesn't do everything for you. AI is just an assistant. You knowing how to use AI is a plus for you, because as a researcher or as a writer or as a designer, AI helps you make this manual work easy for you. Instead of you going to start your design from the scratch, with AI it's a lot more easier for you to do some of the basic things, and then probably end up the finishing with your skills. So there is absolutely no way you could make use of AI uh, properly without having the basic skill in your or particular niche or area of specialization. So AI is not coming to take over everything from us, but then it's coming to help us make things easier and more accurate with a better speed. And from that, I can actually guarantee the AI is actually still on its early stage, because they will definitely keep evolving. And as long as we would, actually adopt the use of AI, it's definitely going to trigger the memory sector, because the need for memories will come in. Because when AI works with memories, it will definitely help the AI improve from what it used to be, because it recognizes what it has done in the past, have it in its memory, which is a very valid tech for AI. So definitely I use it on daily basis. It makes my work more easier. Just like in the past, I would need to open a lot of tabs, studying from different angles. But with AI these days, you could easily access data and then make your findings, probably do some little things that would have been more time consuming in a very short while. So I think with this viewpoint of mine, the memory sector and AI are super early and will definitely get better. Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing. I totally agree with you since I also use AI in my work and it's a really important tool to help my work become better. I found that we've got a new guest, Mufasa. Hi, Mufasa, can you hear me?
Yeah, GM PP, GM son, GM everybody. Thank you for welcoming me here in this space.
GM, nice to hear you. Could you introduce yourself? I think you're very new in in some next phase.
Okay, yes, my name is Mufas on the space. I'm from Nigeria. So I create content and other stuff.
Okay, for this topic, I want to ask you a question. Like after the crash, what signal would you tell you it's a time to get in? Like technical support, holding, or a fundamental data inflection point? Do you have any thought? What is your perspective?
Please come again. I can't hear you.
Yeah, Mufasa. For you, I have a question. Like, what signal would tell you it's the time to buy in the memory sector, AI memory sector, technical support holding, or a fundamental data inflection point?
Okay, honestly, for me, I wouldn't rush in the like after the first drop. I would because that tells you demand starting stabilize and whether the big players start pulling back on capacity. So when they are like cuts production, the actual a sign supply and demand are getting back in line. So I also keep an eye on valuation, like um those stocks like tends to bottom out when they got close to book values.
Okay, did you trade on the AI memory sector?
Yes, yes, yes.
Which stock you bought before?
What did you say?
Did you buy the MU stock or you buy the SK High X or something?
I bought the drum.
Oh, I see. Nice hearing that. Thanks for your sharing. And we may go to the next question. For investors who want to play the AI memory cycle but cannot stomach 15% daily volatility, are two-way trading and flexible position sizing increased by perpetuals more suitable than spot stock or leverage ETFs? How do you think, Mufasa?
Okay, for me, um the perpetual is that like the two-way is that two-way flexibility. Like you are just stuck being long, like you are with regular stock. So if you think something is going to drop, you can actually position for that and you can size up or down whenever you want. We just can't do as easily with sports. You can't do it easily with sports. And compared to privilege ETFs, perpetual dodge that whole decades issues. Like privilege ETF resets daily. So if the market chop it and just chopping sideways, you can actually lose value over time if the underlying doesn't really moves. That's a problem people don't actually realize until it buys them. The trade off though, if you have got funding costs and if you are over leveraged, liquidation risk is real. So it's more flexibility for sure, but it also demands way more discipline than just holding in stock.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's more convenient and more flexible for the customer, for the users to use a perpetual instead of buying the spots. And this question, the same question I want to ask Marcus. Marcus, what is your perspective on this question? Hi, Marcus, can you hear us? Okay, I think Marcus may get some bad internet, so we cannot. But never mind. I think tools do not make decisions for all of us. Or for our guests, do you have any other thoughts on this topic? Like Mufasa, do you want to talk more about this topic? Okay, maybe you do not have any more, but we decide what scenario we can act in for using those tools. Tonight we talked about SK Hynix crisis of faith rates buying the dip, cross-market tools, and perpetuals. It all comes down to one question: when the market goes crazy, are you ready? All right, we are wrapping up. Thanks to our guests and thanks to everyone listening. Sunnex is a decentralized multi-asset trading platform, 24/7 perpetual on cheap ADRs, gold, oil, and more. Everything you want to trade, you can trade on the Sunnex. Check our Twitter and Telegram if you are interested in. Please follow our guests. Twitter and also follow the Sunnex official Twitters and my Twitter. Markets are uncertain, but the right tools and the right mindset keep you in the game. Good luck out there. See you all next time. Thank you. Thank you all for joining, and you can quit now.
Okay, thank you for having us, PP.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much for having us. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for sharing. Bye. See you next time.